Hello everyone, and welcome back to our fourth episode of the season. My name is Gabby, and I'm joined today by Naomi. To kick off today's updates, we're going to discuss golf. Recently, the Masters John Ram of Spain won $3.2 million after winning the Masters golf tournament with a score of -12.
In football news, Jalen Hurts becomes the highest paid player in NFL history with the 5-year, $255 million deal extension. The contract comes with a no-trade clause. The football world is happy to hear that Damar Hamlin has been medically cleared to resume playing football in this upcoming 2023 NFL season.
On the ice, Quinnipiac University wins the 2023 Frozen Four. NHL playoffs started yesterday, and Dallas Stars player Joe Pavelski got injured after being leveled by Minnesota Wild's defenseman Matt Dumba. During the second half of the game, Joe had to leave, while Dumba only received a 2-minute minor penalty for roughing.
Lastly, it was recently announced that Russia's men's basketball team will no longer be allowed to play in the Olympic qualifying tournaments, which in turn will not allow them into the 2024 Paris Olympic Games. Russian and Belarusian players can compete as independents, however, they cannot represent their country in any way.
Now let's see Andrea teach some of our Hens Sport Night boys yoga.
I'm Andrea. I like to do yoga. I'm by no means a qualified instructor, but I'll be telling them what to do today.
I'm James, and I'm so flexible, I can't even touch my toes.
I'm Sam, and I've never stretched a day in my life.
Hey, I'm Tyler. I might be the least flexible person you've ever met. I have tried yoga a few times, but I always end up hurting myself. We'll see how it goes today.
Yeah, my name's Tony. Yoga, I was a yoga instructor. Back in 5th grade, I was teaching my other 5th grade members. I just had the cameras on at the time, so things wasn't recorded back then, so I can't really show you the proof. But I'm here today to show y'all I was an instructor at one point.
Halfway through the lesson. It's been pretty rough, to be honest. I can feel my bones stretching. I can feel my skin aching. I don't know how much more I can take of this.
Just a tiny bit rough, but I feel like I'm starting to get the hang of it a little bit more. These limbs, they help with some of the poses. Others, not so much.
I'm never doing yoga again.
This is very natural to me. It's too easy. I was an instructor in 5th grade. I remember everything. As you can see from the footage, what can I say? It's easy.
Tony, put it to the side. Feel that in my ass.
Okay. You're good. and touch the ground with your feet.
Here goes nothing.
He did it!
Nice job!
I'm stuck.
Keep pushing the legs. All the way back. There you go. Wait, that looks great. Look at his neck. Oh my God.
You're gonna spread your legs, take your hand, pull your legs back, your knees into
Am I burning a kid?
Happy baby.
Come on, guys.
Push!
Oh.
Get out of me!
And we'll all say,
Namaste.
my class did pretty well today, and I hope that they come back for round 2. What do you guys think?
Not a chance.
What it do? It's Kevin Toon bringing the hot takes to you. So recently, we have all the Western Conference teams going crazy. The Western Conference looks very interesting, but let's start off with the least interesting matchup of the round. Come on now, let's start with the boring Denver McNuggets and the
Denver McNuggets?
Yeah, and the tussling Timberwolves. Like, come on now. Like,
the tussling Timberwolves.
yeah.
and Denver
You know how
McNuggets.
Rudy Gobert tried to get
I'm
down
saying.
and then lost and ran away. So, who are you taking that
Bro, I'm gonna
series?
be honest with you, bro. That series is not important at
Chop
all.
suey, chalk.
So it's basically the Nuggets, bro.
Yeah,
to be
Nuggets
honest
in
with
4.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about them
I
that
don't.
much. Jokic, maybe might win another MVP, but let's not even get into that. Let's get into what you really want to talk about as, you
The
know,
real hot takes.
Tone really a Bron fan. I wanted to make sure I get his take on the Lakers versus the Grizzlies. So how you feel about that? With the Lakers up 1-0, John Morant looking a little injured. What's going on there?
You know, as they all say, not our heroes wear capes. And in game 1, Austin Reeves was that guy.
He looked like he was wearing a cape to me.
Nah, he wasn't, bro.
Yeah,
Because Brown pulled his weight, AD pulled his weight. You feel me?
Squad
But
looking real strong.
They said, what'd they say? Whatever it is,
Lakers in 5. Got him in
5.
5. Got him in 5. They get one. The Grizzlies gonna get one game. I think they're pretty good. Jaren Jackson just named Defensive Player of the Year, so they're actually.
He's still getting dunked on by Roy, so it don't matter.
Yeah, but he get dunked on
It
by
don't matter.
everybody. That's low key why you.
That's like Rudy Gobert.
All right,
But
stop
you know.
it. Stop it. Rudy Gobert is just he never deserved one of them joints. So let's move on to that because I feel that's a foregone conclusion. The next 2 series we're gonna talk about is very close though. So I want to talk about the Suns versus the Clippers first. Who do you think is the best player in that series?
The best player in that series is hey, Kawhi Leonard. Something happened, bro. I think he had like a brand new like generator put into his back.
Yeah.
Man put 38.
Yeah, the Terminator back.
But you know who was like the worst? The man out there playing with a cane. 63-year-old CP3, bro.
You gotta chill off, CP. You know he got his
63.
AARP card coming in
I'm
soon.
saying, bro.
So you know it's not gonna be a good jump for him. He can't be expected to do so much.
He out there
We're
looking
gonna
like-
cool off him, but I don't know how you jacking Kawhi Leonard
Who you
is the
jacking?
best player in this series. Because Kevin Durant is only lost 1 game as a Suns player. I get it was against the Clippers, but they're gonna learn how to ingratiate him in the
That's
offense.
crazy.
You know, he
Same
didn't get-
initials.
Of course. KD. You know they go together. We the best. All right, so let's move on. Let's move on to the next, John. The final series that we're going to talk about today: the Sacramento Kings versus the Golden State Warriors. Well, the Sacramento Kings are 2 games up as they have the best offense in the league and probably the best clutch player in the league in De'Aaron Fox. Who do you think is going? De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron
Game
Fox.
on the line. You down by 2 points. You want to win. I'm giving the ball to Iguodala no matter what.
You
So-
just wanted to be funny with that one, didn't you?
No.
Like, come on now. Come on
Bro,
now.
I'm serious.
Iguodala don't even get minutes on his own team.
All right.
Come on now.
I know,
All
it's
right,
heat.
so let's actually talk about what's going on in this series. In the last game, obviously, we saw Draymond Green try to do double dutch on another player.
Not
And,
even. He
you
tried
know,
curb stopping, bro.
I'm saying, so it's like the amount of times Draymond has gotten into these situations, just like 2016, ended up costing them that series. So how do you think Draymond's impact on the series is going to be? Is it going to be a positive one, or is it going to end up being a negative one?
I feel like if Draymond Green eventually might get suspended, I don't think he deserved to get suspended. He was
Oh.
holding on to his leg.
I know.
Like, any human
but-
being instinct is step right on his
What
chest.
you mean?
Bro,
Instinct?
Yes, bro.
You be stomping on people, Tony?
If you hold on to my leg, bro, how's what I do? What I would kick you in your face?
Bro, I ain't saying that
I'd
shit
rather
no
stomp
more,
on
bro.
your ribs.
No, bro. You stomping on me if I tickle your ankle, bro?
Yes, bro.
That's crazy,
Probably
bro.
gonna step on the ankle, bro.
Yeah, he can't. Boy, but he stomped on his ribs. He had to get a whole MRI for that joint. He might have had a collapsed lung from that.
And the X-rays
I feel like he
came
should
back
have at least
negative,
gotten
so-
the game. I feel like
No.
he should have at least gotten the game.
But if he gets suspended for that game, that will impact the Warriors a lot, bro.
All right, so how do you feel like the series is gonna end up going with Draymond Green obviously getting got in that second game? The Kings already up 2, but they're going back to the Chase Center where the Warriors play. So how do you feel like the Warriors is gonna do in the rest of that series? Are they gonna bring it back, or is Sacramento running away with that joint?
It would take a lot for them to bring that back, bro. It would take a lot. Like, they would really have to, all the role players have to work. Everybody have to come together and really
Jordan
play.
Poole had 7 points last game. Oh no,
I'm
it's
saying,
looking good
like-
for him. It's looking bad.
Then
Like, who you got? How many games who you got?
I got the Kings in 6. But,
You lighting the beam?
but, if Dante shows up,
I need you to stop talking
Warriors
about that Delaware
in
head,
6.
bro. I need you to stop talking about that Delaware head. Like, come on now.
Warriors in 6. If Dante steps
If
up.
Dante DiVincenzo, you think Dante DiVincenzo would make them win 4 games in a row?
He's Mr. Delaware for a reason, bro.
Who else from Delaware did something in the NBA?
Dante.
And?
That's it.
Damn.
Ain't gonna say
So
Bones.
that's what y'all betting y'all bets on? He averaged like 11 points, bro.
That's good.
It's all right. It's calm.
All right, next
He
game.
come off the bench.
Next game, he gonna drop 15.
Bro, bet that. And
Bet
we gonna see the results of that bet the next game. All right, so that's gonna give it up for me and Tone. We talked about the playoffs. Y'all talk about the playoffs. Make sure y'all get y'all comments in below. And then we're gonna be moving on to the next. See y'all.
Hey UD, my name's Tyler Jacobson, and everyone always loves to say how much they know about sports. Today, we're putting that to the test. We're gonna ask some UD students sports trivia, see what they know. Who won this last World Cup?
France, right?
Almost.
It was Argentina.
That's right, it was Argentina. Nice. I'm here with Caitlin. Caitlin, a bit of a toss-up for you. What is Shaq's real name?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Here you go. We got a winner.
I appreciate it.
I'm here with Brandon. All right, Brandon, recently an NBA player just passed the all-time scoring. Who did he, it was LeBron, I think you know that. Who did he pass on that list?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That's right, he got it, another winner. I'm here with Ava and Carrie. Guys, some soccer questions for you. How many players are on a soccer field at once?
11.
That's right, a quick answer. Another one for you. Who won the latest World Cup?
Argentina.
She's carrying the weight here.
I got it. Sorry.
Bit of a hard question here for you. When was the last time University of Delaware won a national championship?
Ooh, 2019?
Close, but about 20 years off. All right, another one for you. Who is probably the most famous athlete to come out of UDEL?
Joe Flacco.
She got one right. She's 1 for 2. That's another winner.
I'm from Maryland.
Jacob, got a football question for you.
All right.
A couple years ago, someone was performing at the Super Bowl halftime show, and the power went out. Who was performing?
Ooh. It was the Ravens Super Bowl.
That's right. He's got it right.
2012, 2013. Who's performing? Ooh, Katy Perry.
Oh, so close. I'll give you one more guess.
It was like the Black Eyed Peas. It was like somewhere in that range.
It was Beyonce. It was Beyonce. Hey, but you got who were the Ravens playing?
Was that the year where the brothers were coaches against each other? The Niners.
Yeah, that's right. He got it. I'm here with Aurora. Aurora, how many points did Kobe have in his last game?
23.
No, it was 60. Oh, pretty impressive, huh?
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
All right, well, maybe next time.
All right.
All right, I'm here with Matt. Matt, out of these players, who has the most Super Bowl rings? Jerry Rice, Barry Sanders, and Gronk.
It's either Jerry Rice or Gronk. I'm gonna go with Jerry Rice.
Ah, I'm sorry, it's Gronk. Those Tom Brady rings.
Four or
He's got
five.
4. He's got 4. I'm here with Tanny, Danielle, and Michaela. Guys, what is Shaq's real name?
Shaquille O'Neal.
That's an easy one. Now, a little bit harder. How many rings does Shaq have?
6.
11.
I think he has like 3 rings.
I need a final answer.
But it also might be 5.
We'll do 5. We'll
No,
settle
I feel like that's not right though.
5.5.
Well, he said 3. He said 5. Shaq's got 4 rings.
Oh,
So I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, but you got the first part of the question right. You got the first part. I'm here with Nat. So Nat, first question: who won the last World Cup?
Argentina.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. All right. Now another question for you: who is the highest paid player in the world right now?
Messi.
Close. It's his rival. Ronaldo. Hey, listen, you got 1 for 2. 1 for 2. Good job. Of course you can. Of course. I'm here with Faith and Elle. Guys, what was the last time UDEL won a national championship? What year?
2003.
2015.
That's right. It was 2003.
Really?
It was 2003. Was that a complete guess?
Yeah.
It was a great guess. Wow, look at that. We had some good answers and some bad answers, but at the end of the day, I'm pretty impressed. That's all from me here on Main Street.
Quizzing people on their sports trivia knowledge.
That was very interesting, Tyler. So I'm Sam Mendelson, and today I'm here with my boy James Buchanan Gallagher. And with the NFL draft being a little bit more than a week away, today we're going to give you our top 10 mock draft. I'm going to take odds, James is going to take evens. So with the first pick in the draft, I'm going to start it off. The Carolina Panthers select C.J. Stroud, quarterback out of Ohio State. James, what's your thoughts on this one?
You know, I really like C.J. Stroud going number 1, especially over Bryce Young, but we'll get to him in a minute. When I look at C.J. Stroud, he's taller. I think he has the big game capability that I didn't get to see out of Young at Alabama.
Are you concerned about his improvisation skills?
Not really. I feel like that's something we can work on if he gets into the league and struggles a little bit.
I'm just a little concerned, too, because he has the skills in his repertoire, but he's decided not to use it for some reason. Like in the Georgia game, he showed his mobility, but it wasn't consistent enough.
I agree with that, but you also got to think, you were up 14 at one point. Do you really want to risk going out, taking a hit, getting hurt, and not being able to be there for your team at the end of the game?
I do agree with that.
Okay. Now, moving on to the Houston Texans at number 2, we have them selecting Bryce Young, quarterback, Alabama. What are your thoughts on this guy?
I know this is going to make you mad. He's Mini Mahomes.
You got to stop with this stuff about
He is Mini Mahomes.
He's not Mini Mahomes.
He is Mini Mahomes.
He is 5'10".
He is a combination of Drew Brees, Joe Burrow, and Mahomes.
Okay, maybe Drew Brees because he's 5'10". But you can't be throwing out Joe Burrow names just like that.
He just has it. He has the it factor, just something you can't coach.
Okay. You know, I'll give you that one. You might have that it factor.
And about his size, I'm not too concerned about passes getting batted down in the NFL. I will give you the size concern, though. He is around 185 pounds. He came in at the combine, at 200 pounds, but that's a lot of water weight. We all know that. I'm just concerned about his durability and being able to stay healthy, taking big hits from linemen. But he does protect his body, which I like.
That's always a good thing out of small quarterbacks.
So next, we're going to go to the third pick. We're going to have the Arizona Cardinals selecting edge Will Anderson Jr. out of Alabama. So you, as a diehard Cardinals fan, I want to ask for your opinion on this pick.
You know, my Cardinals, we're struggling, like, really bad. DeAndre Hopkins wants out. Budda Baker wants out.
Just everybody wants out.
I think we should trade this pick, but we can't do that. I think Will Anderson can be the future. He can come in, dominate. My only concern, so, a little bit undersized, and he's not very athletic.
I am concerned about that too, but 17.5 sacks as a junior in the SEC is impressive.
Very impressive, especially going up against quarterbacks like Hendon Hooker and Stetson Bennett.
Your favorites.
Oh, love them both. Moving on to the Indianapolis Colts, we have them selecting Anthony Richardson, quarterback, Florida. What are your thoughts on this guy before I get into
To
my
me,
opinion?
he's more of an athlete than a passer. I don't like his footwork in the pocket. I don't like his decision making, and his completion percentage was extremely low, which scares me. It was around 53%.
Yeah, but I think, you know, some great Florida quarterbacks that come to mind, like the likes of Tim Tebow.
How about Kyle Trask?
Kyle Trask, no, not really. But I really like the athleticism I see out of him and the arm talent. I don't disagree. Footwork, completion percentage, very important things to worry about. But those are all things we can fix in a quarterback. The one thing you can't teach is a good arm.
You can't teach a good arm too, but to me, it's just like he's too risky. I just don't see it.
He'll be just fine there in Indianapolis.
Next, we're going to go to the fifth pick. We're going to have the Seattle Seahawks selecting Tyree Wilson. He is a big edge, 80-inch 6-armed wingspan, 6'6". He's fast, but he's not too bendy. That's my problem with him.
You know, I agree with you. He's very quick to get into the quarterback, but he can get stiff in rushing the passer. But 275 pounds, that does qualify him as a big boy getting around that edge.
And he's fast.
Very. Moving on to the Detroit Lions. I really like this pick for them. They're going Jalen Carter. What are your thoughts, though, of him off the field?
I actually think Detroit is a perfect landing spot for him. If anybody can get him right, it's Dan Campbell. He knows how to get players in the right mindset. It's just the culture he has built there. Like, Jalen Carter's going to want to run through a wall for Dan Campbell.
Are you concerned, though, about how he looked at his pro day, his workout, after the incident off the field?
To be fair, I'm not too concerned about it now.
You're not too
I think
concerned?
he can easily get back into shape.
Okay.
So at number 7, we have my guy, my personal favorite player in the draft. The Las Vegas Raiders select Devon Witherspoon, an absolute dog, cornerback from Illinois. He runs your route for you.
Your guy? I think he should be our guy. Come on now. I love this kid.
I showed you his tape.
You did show me his tape, but he's quick to get into the ball. I agree, does run those routes for those receivers.
He's also just a smart corner.
Very. I agree.
He reminds me of Sauce Gardner. I think he's going to have an impact like that as a rookie, and he's my early favorite to win Defensive Rookie of the Year.
That's some high praises for just a young rookie. Now let's move on to the Atlanta Falcons, which is a very interesting team coming into this NFL draft. We have them selecting Christian Gonzalez, cornerback, Oregon. Now, I feel like this is a good pick for them because they just last week traded for Jeff Okudah, who's going to play the slot for him, and they have a young star in A.J. Terrell, and that secondary was bolstered in free agency with the signing of Jesse Bates.
I do agree. He will be an excellent. Their cornerback duo of A.J. Terrell and Gonzalez on the outside has potential to be the best in the NFL. To me, Gonzalez, he's a great athlete, but sometimes in coverage he tends to get beat deep. But he does have a good, he tends to get beat deep.
Well, I feel like with a guy like Jesse Bates back there to help you, I feel like that's nothing to worry about, you know?
It is a little bit to worry about, but I do like his closeout. Like on slants, his closeout, he's there. He closes out very quickly and he creates a lot of interceptions because of the closeout.
Okay.
At pick 9, we have the Chicago Bears selecting Paris Johnson Jr., tackle, Ohio State. To me, he just fits a Ryan Poles. He fits what Ryan Poles likes in offensive lineman. He has 36.5-inch arms.
Those are some very big arms, and especially when you get to the NFL, you got to have those long arms to protect your quarterback, basically. And you know what I like is his ability to play both tackle positions. I think that's something that the Chicago Bears are going to have to explore after taking a left tackle last year.
I agree with you. He's going to be a plug-and-play day-one starter at right tackle.
Okay, now let's move on to, of course, probably the pick everyone's been waiting to hear, the Philadelphia Eagles. We have them taking the Swiss Army knife of the offensive line, Peter Skoronski, O-lineman out of Northwestern.
Personally, this is just such an inspirational man. But besides his inspirational, he can play any position on the O-line. He's a hard worker. And the one thing I am concerned about him is he is a little bit on the short side with 32.5-inch arms, which I don't know if he could play tackle in the NFL on film. When he goes against longer edge rushers, he tends to get beat. But I think he's going to be a perennial all-pro guard for years.
Yeah, but if you're the Eagles, you got Jordan Mailata, Lane Johnson at tackle. You don't even need to worry about
Lane
really
Johnson's
playing that
getting
guy.
old.
He's getting a little old.
You can slot him in there once Lane Johnson retires.
But what about Jason Kelsey? That's been a guy I feel like for years now we've been talking about him maybe retiring. Do you think that's where he should ultimately end up going?
I ultimately think they'll end up moving Cam Jurgens, who's currently starting at guard inside the center, to replace Kelsey, and then they can place Skoronski in Jurgens' position and get an all-pro guard for years to come.
That's very nice.
So thank you guys for tuning in. That was our top 10 mock draft, and tune into the NFL draft next week, next Thursday, and find out if our predictions are correct. Thank you again.
Hi, I'm Olivia.
I'm Faith.
And this is Faith Tries Basketball, where I'm going to teach Faith how to play basketball. So I've been playing basketball since I was about 5 or 6 years old, and I played all throughout elementary and middle school, and it's been about 6 years since I've last played. I stopped in 8th grade. So my mom was a basketball coach, and she played college basketball, and she taught me and my sisters how to play.
So I played basketball in elementary school, and in gym class, my gym teacher called me the layup queen.
Basically, dribbling, you just push the ball to the ground, but you don't want to do it flat-handed. You kind of want to do like spider fingers and push it mostly with like the tips of your fingers, and just like support, like let it lift your hand as you come back up.
Oh, look at that. Hand up. I feel like I'm breaking nail, to be honest with you. Look at that. Look at.
So I hope I can still do this, but if you want to get fancy with it, you can also do like behind the back, or you can also go between the legs. Nice.
Okay. And then what was the other one?
Between the legs. It's hard to get it and start dribbling with your non-dominant. So now we're gonna do some passing. So first we can start with the bounce pass, which is just hitting the ball. It can be kind of in the middle, but mostly towards you, so that it just bounces right up into your arms.
I'm scared it's gonna hit me in the face.
Try not to. And then now I can do the chest pass, which is just line driving it right towards you. I'll do it lightly. So that's just over the head, right to your arms. I think like try following through with like your arms a little bit more. Yeah.
Like I'm forming a tantrum.
So for shooting, basically you just want to line your hand up with the basket and you want to make an L with your arm. Then handling it the same with like the spider fingers like before. You're just going to go up and then you're going to follow through with your hands like that.
Layup queen should have no issue.
Shooting princess, so. Nice. Do you think? That was cool.
All right.
Should I be teaching this section?
It is time for the queen to return to her throne because now we're going to do layups. This is a shot that you're going to do while you're in motion. So you're going to dribble up to the basket and you're going to take your 2 steps and kind of go up on 1 foot and just hit it off the backboard into the basket.
I'm Elle. I'm here because why not?
I feel like I did like a little hop and skip.
Water break.
Stay hydrated. I'm just gonna travel. I'm already gonna put that out there.
World traveler here. That was close.
So a foul shot is going to be somebody fouls you and you free shot at the basket and you have all these people like lined up here. And line up. Yeah. So people normally do is their dribble, get focused.
It's a lot like dancing, like dribbling, passing.
Yeah.
Okay, High School Musical.
Whoa.
So now we're going to do some defense. So basically, if you're the offensive player and I'm the defense, I follow you by basically shuffling. So if you move this way, yeah, just follow you kind of like this with like the arms up. And wherever you go.
Like another dance move.
Yeah. All right, so that was Faith Tries Basketball. What did you think?
I liked it. I think that my title of the layup queen still holds true today. Maybe a little bit rusty, I dusted it off, but yeah, I'm ready to play with the team yet again. I'm ready to put me in, coach.
Yep.
Welcome, baseball fans. I'm Ryan Furman, and on April 10th, I was able to go to the Phillies versus Marlins game, where I met with 2 huge Phillies fans for interviews. First, here are some stats as of yesterday, the 17th. Leading in batting average is Luis Ariz. In hits is Ronald Acuna Jr. and Bo Bichette. In RBIs is Ryan Mountcastle and Yordan Alvarez. In home runs is Patrick Wisdom and the polar bear, Pete Alonso. In ERA, Sonny Gray. And lastly, in strikeouts, Pablo Lopez. The leaders in each division are the Rays, the Twins, Rangers, Braves, Brewers, and Diamondbacks. But it is early in the season, so expect drastic changes. Now let's get into the interviews.
We're in the 7-inning stretch where the Phillies are absolutely mashing on the Miami Marlins, even with facing Cy Young Award-winning Sandy Alcantara on the mound earlier in the game. And the score is 13-0 right now. I'm here to interview my friend Andrew about some Phillies. So first, how do you think the Phillies will do this season?
I'm pretty good. I feel like y'all will make the playoffs, Jen. I feel like
go all the way. I see a nice solid document.
Who was your favorite Philly to watch?
Well, yeah, Fred Turner. I love the way he plays. Probably my favorite players on the league. So watching him out there with that same effort, I love it.
That's great. What is your best Phillies experience?
Last year's postseason. We saw Game 3 against Atlanta, and watching us smoke them was amazing.
Yeah, I went to one of the Padres games in NLCS. That was a life-changing experience. So far we've seen Alec Bohm get an absolute monster shot the last inning, and in the third inning, Jake Cave going yard for the first time this season. Do we think we'll see another home run out of the Phillies?
I see a nice swoop on going back on the good side.
All right, I like the confidence.
What's up, everybody?
All right, so how does it feel being you, being the Philly sports guy? Everyone in the crowd just loving it.
You know what? I look at this. I'm just another fan like everybody else is. The fact that I just wear better makeup. But I love doing it. I love taking pictures with the kids. I love being a part of the energy of the stadium. It just makes things a lot more fun. And it's always even better when we're killing them 14-3 like tonight. So.
Yeah, it always makes it better. Speaking about your makeup, how long does it take you every day to put that on?
About an hour.
About an hour?
Yeah, so I got it down to a science. It takes about a half hour for the hair, actually, and then about a half hour for the makeup.
All right. Do you get your tickets for free? Because you come to every single Philly sports event. So does Philly help you out? Do the Eagles help you out? Do the Phillies help you out a little bit?
No, really they don't. For the Eagles, I buy every ticket, so both home and away. Then, for the Phillies, Phillies are a little bit easier because you can get the standing room only tickets really expensive. So that's the Flyers. It's a little. I get help with friends and stuff like that. I have sponsors and things like that. I've turned this into a brand and a job. It's a job.
Yeah.
So it's not the easiest job, and it doesn't make the most money, but the money will come.
You're doing what you love. That's
exactly. So I can't even call it work.
Yeah, exactly. That's great. All right, next question. For the Phillies, who will be this season's MVP?
This season's MVP, as of right now, it kind of looks like Turner. Turner came on. Since even the World Classic, he's been on fire, doing his thing. He's been on base in every game. He broke the hit streak but he still walked that game.
Yeah.
He's been on base every
Stott's
game.
got the hit streak himself.
Stott's doing great as well. But I think Stott will probably come back down to earth a little bit. And then Bohm gets hot, and then. But I think he's going to stay hot throughout the year. He's a 300 hitter in general.
I agree. I think
he's going to be able to do that. But I think it's going to be Turner that's going to hold down the fort until Harper comes back.
I agree. All right. Next question. If you could bring back one Philly great, who would it be?
Roy Halladay. Yeah, can't. A perfect game, a no-hitter in the playoffs, you got to be able to do that.
That pitching was incredible.
Absolutely.
All right, and lastly, finally, how far will the Phillies make it this season?
I have them going all the way. I got them going up against the Braves and the NLCS.
Okay.
I think that pitching's going to matter in that series a whole lot. It's going to matter in injuries. So I don't like to say, hey, listen, we're going to win the World Series.
Exactly.
I think that we're going to be able to make it back there. And then, I think the Braves will just Braves it on. Just like the Mets. The Mets it up every year.
Yep.
The Braves are going to go down because they don't have real fans. When they come here, when you have the playoffs and this type of atmosphere, the other teams have no chance. They can't think, they can't feel. It's like it is too electric, and it's going to be the same way again this year. So I'm looking forward to doing that repeat. And bring on Houston, bring on the Yankees, bring on Seattle, bring on the Rays, the 9-0 Rays. It don't matter. You all are going down this year. This is the Phillies year. Let's go Phillies. Yeah!
Andrew and Jamie were both awesome the other night, along with our
Good evening and welcome back to 49 News. For our first show of the 2023 spring semester, I'm Serafina Carollo.
And I'm Angelica Sandoval. Tonight, we will be taking a look at things happening on and around